Hi guys, Candace Gray here. Welcome to Weekday Wanderlust. Weekday Wanderlust serves you bite-sized tips for mindset shifts and business management strategies to get your life in alignment with the travel lifestyle that you want to live. Okay, so this week we are talking about persistence. I know this week I've been going hard on persistence. Be persistent, be persistent. But that's not to say that there aren't times or scenarios where persistence doesn't pay off. It's a nice idea to think that all you have to do is just keep trying, but in some situations and circumstances, it's not always the case. So today we are talking about how to recognize times when you should not be persistent. Um, Situations where persistence doesn't always pay off. So, one example I am thinking of right now, honey, is gambling. Um, okay, so let's just say you've been on a losing streak. Then a lot of times it's extremely tempting to just keep playing with the hopes that you're going to make your money back. How often do you make it back? A lot of times you don't. So another example of a situation that persistence may not really be beneficial is when you're in a situation where you're beating a dead horse. So let's just say you're a blogger and you're running a website that hasn't really been successful, but you keep trying and you keep trying. And sometimes we find that it may be easier to just start all over from scratch than to continue to try to make something work that's just not working. And while persistence can sometimes pay off in relationships and dating, it can often also go the other way and be a little awkward for everyone as well. So sometimes persistence doesn't necessarily always pay off. Some signs that persistence isn't working. How can you tell a situation that won't benefit from persistence? Of course, each scenario is going to be unique, but some of the warning signs include persistence is actually costing you or it's putting you at risk, such as in the case of the gambling or investing a lot of money. The next one is persistence is negatively affecting yourself or someone else. Um, Persistence is actually a result of stubbornness rather than optimism. There is a fine line though. So ultimately, you have to assess whether or not it's worth giving up or trying again. But the point to keep in mind is that more often than not, you don't have to give up entirely. What you can do is just change your tactics. Perhaps gambling isn't for you, but that's not to say that you can't look into other activities to earn some additional income, such as like a part time job. Or maybe your current business plans aren't paying enough, but starting again might be the tonic that you need. So it's a tricky lesson, but try to recognize the difference between persistence and banging your head against a wall. So be careful and understand that if you try and you try and you try, you've tried 10 times and you're not really learning anything and you're not getting any results, maybe try to switch up the tactics a little bit. It's not that you have to give up. Sometimes we just have to change our ways of doing things. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for Weekday Wanderlust. I hope these tips were helpful for you guys. You can always give me feedback, and I'll see you guys on the other side of success.